This week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Barn.
All right, good morning. It is November 6th, the time of year we've all been waiting for. Shooter, right here, right here.
All right, opening day of Missouri rifle season, November 14th. It's rainy, the weather's nasty, but these deer absolutely cannot stay out of this biologic.
There's your shot right there.
Yeah, I like him.
All right, there we go. Not yet. I'm on.
This week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born, we'll be heading to Southern Illinois to join up with Hunter and Bo as they head out for the youth shotgun season with their dad in tow. Then we'll skip over to Missouri as Andrew and Aaron Bennett take their Matthews bows out in search of some nice Show Me State bruisers.
Holy smokes. I think we just got it done. Nice job, Josh. My little brother Josh.
To close things out, we'll join Jessica Bennett as she looks to let her Traditions muzzleloader bark on a Show Me State whitetail of her own.
That was about as perfect as it gets.
We've got a lot of action to cover, so let's kick things off in the land of Lincoln.
I'm Brooke Shore from down in Southern Illinois, and this week is Illinois youth season for shotgunning. So we've got a lot of kids running around the place this week. This year we did something a little bit different. A friend of ours has been deployed for quite a while over the summer away from his boys, and they're looking for their first deer. So we got Bo and Hunter with us today, along with some other local kids. But for Bo and Hunter, it's a special time because they get to sit down with their dad and actually spend some quality time after he's been gone so long on deployment. And unfortunately, we can't show him on camera. He's pretty important to us here in the country, and one of the reasons we get to experience these freedoms are the sacrifices that he makes and his kids and family make as well. So hopefully this afternoon we can put some things together, make some good things happen for these young kids.
What do you think, Hunter? Is that exciting? Yeah, first deer of the evening, huh?
Did I shoot her? I think I shot her. I think I shot her.
Yeah, we'll have to replay the footage, but what do you think, buddy?
Good.
Was that exciting?
Yeah.
Tell me what you're feeling right now.
I'm feeling good that I maybe shot that doe, and then we can maybe eat that road doe.
Dude, give me some. That was a good job. You found a shoulder. Obviously saw her in your sights. That was perfect. Took your time, deep breath. Did that thing kick very much?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
No.
No, it didn't even hurt.
It scared me.
It scared me too. It made me jump a little bit.
Hunter shot a doe about 4:30. We thought he made a pretty good shot. And Scott reviewed the footage with us, and we went out just to make sure we had blood, make sure we felt good about things, and we found the doe. We haven't told him that yet, so Hunter's going to go out and track his own animal, and we're betting he's going to have some success.
What are we doing next?
Now we're gonna go look for my deer.
Have you found blood yet?
Not yet.
Okay, well, I guess we better go find it, huh?
Yep.
Okay, following you. You're the blood tracker.
Oh!
Oh, there's some. Yep.
Now you go behind me. I found some right there. Now you go behind me.
Go right there in that section. I think you went up that way. Go look up that way.
Some people have to come over here with me. You see any more blood? No. There's a deer!
Find her?
That's my little girl!
You better get behind her.
Get behind her. Go up and touch her. Make sure she's dead. Go.
Are you dead?
Go up to her.
Go up to her, bud. Go up to her.
Put your foot on her. See if she moves.
Go put your foot on her. See if she moves.
Nope, she's dead.
Okay.
Whew, so it was a busy day today, wasn't it, guys?
Yep.
Deer hunting in the morning, did a little bass fishing during the day, caught your first bass. You even got a bluegill too, didn't you, Hunter?
Yep.
And we thought it felt pretty good this afternoon. It was better, even though it was hot. And Hunter got his first deer. He got a doe. Hunter, what do you think of this doe?
Good.
Yeah, pretty cool shooting that with your dad in the blind and Scott.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. Well, we've had a good day, haven't we?
Yep.
All right, well, let's get this rascal to the processor.
Yep.
And we'll have some Slim Jims and some deer sausage. What do you say?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Just be patient. You got this. Can you see him in the scope? Okay. When he comes down, he turns broadside. You say, ready, and I'll zoom it in slowly. It's okay. Take your time. You can take your time. That's your shot. Go ahead.
We just had a 8-pointer just not able to shoot for like 30 minutes, just waiting, and I just shot him. I do not know if he's dead or not. Finally, I got this deer on the last day, or last time to hunt. I think he's dead.
We set through a lot of hot weather, didn't we?
Definitely.
Yeah. First year ever.
Now we're gonna head over to Missouri and join up with DoD veterans Aaron and Andrew Bennett as Andrew hopes to break his new Matthews bow in on a great Show Me State bruiser.
Okay, so this year I've got a new farm. It's a 120-acre lease that I'm gonna be hunting. There's a perfect spot up on a ridge top for a biologic field, and we went ahead and planted a biologic field. We planted maximum and deer radishes, and it looks amazing. It came up great. It is one of the best looking food plots I've ever had. I just know this spot is going to be really good throughout the whole entire season. Not only am I going to be hunting there, but I'll probably be taking my wife Jessica there as well, and maybe even my brother Andrew. All right, guys, we made it in the stand. We've got the biologic, final forage, and deer radishes right here in front of the blind. First time in, first time sit, first time we've ever hunted this farm. So we're pretty excited to see what's going on. So gotta love cold fronts in early season. We'll see what happens. Well, this 120-acre lease is looking great this year. We're at the end of September, seeing some good deer movement. We've got a nice 8-point out in the field, but I think he's probably 3, maybe 4, not the deer that we're looking for. We've got really one buck that I'm after on this particular farm. I call him Corner Buck. I named him that because I always got his pictures all summer long on the corner of the farm for whatever reason, but I know he's there, and I know it's just a matter of time until we run into him. October 24th, a massive cold front comes in. I think it was like a 40-degree temperature drop from the day before. Had a really nice buck come in, probably mid-40s, 4-year-old type deer. He was tempting, but A, he was out of range, and B, he was not the deer that we're looking for, so he's gonna get a pass. We just enjoy watching him. Well, we are getting into those magic days of November. It's November 6th. My brothers Andrew and Josh, they're heading to a really good rut spot. It's really thick and brushy. Hopefully he can get it done with his Matthews. Okay, good morning. Josh and I made it into the stand. Haven't spooked anything. Checked the camera, got another big shooter and a nice 8 that was here yesterday. I don't know if he's 4 or 5, but he looked pretty good on camera. We're sitting between 2 ponds here.
It's a perfect funnel. I get a ton of midday, early deer all day long, so I expect to see good movement. The temperatures are awful, but you gotta hunt, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna do a calling sequence here, just because it's so thick here to our south. We have a south wind. I think I can pull deer out of all this brush here.
My brother Andrew, he's in a really good spot, and it's only a matter of time before one shows up.
Shooter, right here, right here. He's popping out, okay. Yeah, he's coming to my side. Yep, right here, right here. Holy smokes. I think I just shot a good one. I think the shot looked good. I think we just got it done. Nice job, Josh. My little bro Josh is filming. I don't know how the footage is. He snuck in here, but it's 10:30 November 6th. It is 70 degrees right now, but I'm in between two water sources, and that buck was just cruising, so I didn't hear him crash, but my shot, I felt like I hit him right behind the shoulder. Back here at the scene of crime, me and Josh left this buck laid for about 5 hours. We think after looking at DeerCast track, I got a little bit of lung, liver, possibly gut, but DeerCast track said to leave the deer lay about 5-6 hours, and we're almost at 5 hours right now. It is 75 degrees today, so I don't want to let this meat to spoil, so we're going to start following the blood, and hopefully happiness is in the blood trail. Yeah, he's standing there. All right, good morning. It is the day after I hit this buck, so we gave him 5.5 hours yesterday, came in before dark, looked for 200 or 300 yards, and we actually jumped him up. He ran on the neighbors, of course, so I had to find out who the neighbor was, get permission. He was very cool, so I appreciate that. So we just came in first thing this morning. It did get down to low 40s last night, so we're gonna get back on that blood here. We know exactly where he went on across the fence. All right, we think he's right here at 20 yards. He's laying right here. Looks like he's stone dead, so let's go see what we got.
All right, November 6th, and it was a good one. It's kind of been a strange year, this property I hunt. I haven't been out here in a few weeks. The landowner actually passed away unexpectedly, and sweet lady, and she was 89, but she was in great health, and she passed away, so I didn't know if I was gonna be able to hunt out here. It's been a couple weeks, so I haven't checked cameras. I had one Reconic cell camera that was out here, and I got this buck, and he came in November 6th. We had 75-degree temps, and this guy just emerged. I had one shooting lane. The shot was a little back. We had to end up giving him overnight, but he didn't go where we last jumped him last night. He went 20 yards, so he's stiff. He's been dead. I think the meat will be good, but November 6th, it's the best time of the year right now. Weather isn't ideal, but you just got to be in the stand right now, so couldn't be more appreciative. You know, it's a good buck, and now I can hop behind the camera and hopefully lay down another giant for my brother, whoever else needs a cameraman.
Northwest winds at 8 miles per hour. Pressure is on the rise. Front is moving. Perfect conditions for hot corner. Shooters been all over the south side. Want to focus on afternoon movement. Hot corner, 3 p.m.
It's the easiest decision you'll make this season. Get ahead of your game with DeerCast.
Natural Barn is brought to you by Analogics Outdoors, Scent Crusher, Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, Reconics Game Cameras, Tracker Off-Road, Leupold Optics, Cold Steel, Mossio Camouflage, DeerCast, Matthews Archery, and presented by Winchester Ammunition. With sweet November in full swing, Andrew Bennett wasted no time hitting that Missouri timber with his Matthews VXR.
Holy smokes. I think we just got it done. Nice job, Josh. My little bro Josh is filming.
Now I can hop behind the camera and hopefully lay down another giant for my brother, whoever else needs a cameraman.
Now we're going to stick around in Missouri and join up with husband and wife duo Aaron and Jessica Bennett as they look to take a pair of Show Me Stay bruisers of their own.
Well, as we move through this rut, the temperatures have been abnormally high. We're talking highs in the mid to upper 70s, just sunny, hot, deer movement has pretty much been all at night. My favorite time of the year to hunt, the 6th through the 10th, I feel like it almost got taken away from us because it was so hot. Well, we finally got the cold weather that we needed on November 11th. We are mashing into the center of the timber, and we're gonna sit one of my best rut stands and see what happens.
All right, guys, Jeremy and I just climbed up into the tree right before light. We've been covered up in deer for like the last 20 minutes.
It was nonstop action all day long. I don't even know how many deer we saw. It was a bunch. I had a really nice buck come in, ran right underneath us, grunting, doing his thing.
I'm on him.
I pulled back on him, came to full draw, but I felt like maybe he was a 3-year-old. He just wasn't a deer that I wanted to take, so I let him go. And especially with all the action that we had going on around us, there's no telling what was gonna show up. We sat on stand from dark to dark all day long, had pretty much non-stop deer movement around us the whole entire day. I can honestly say it was the very best day in the woods I've ever had for deer hunting, even though we didn't harvest one. November 14th, opening day of rifle season. I'm heading to that biologic plot. I'm getting pictures of corner buck almost every evening. I know he's around. He's using the food plot. It's just a matter of time. So we're gonna put a 350 Legend in our hands and see what we can do.
Look at him, man. He lost that trail. All right, good morning, guys. Opening day of Missouri rifle season, November 14th. Jeremy and I have been in the blind since probably about a half hour before daylight, and it has been crazy. Bucks chasing does. I don't even know how many bucks we've seen so far, probably 5, 6, 7, something like that. I think so, yeah. And it's rainy, the weather's nasty. I mean, it's like gonna rain all day long, be windy all day long. But these deer absolutely cannot stay out of this biologic, and especially when the weather gets bad, they're just gonna feed more. So we're gonna sit here all day long, try to catch a good one crossing this field. Shooting the 350 Legend today. Winchester came out with that 350 Legend a couple years ago, and it is awesome. So hopefully we can make it bark.
Well, we're seeing a lot of different bucks crisscross the field in front of us. Then I look to my left and I catch a glimpse of something out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, holy cow, that's the deer we're after.
There he is, see him? Yep. He's pretty.
So he starts walking along the edge of the corn. He does not want to come up into the field. This is a 5.5-year-old buck, a veteran of the woods, and he's gonna avoid coming out in that open biologic if he can help it.
Uh-oh, is he or dead? Is he still looking? Yeah, he's looking. You see him down there? Yeah. Okay, there he goes. There he goes. He's starting to kind of trot. He's gonna go into timber. He's looking, see him? Yeah. As soon as he gives me a shot, I'm shooting. Okay, hang on. All right, there he goes. Oh, he's gonna come out in the field. Okay.
You want him?
Uh-oh. He's gonna go into timber. There he goes. There's your shot right there.
Ready?
Yep.
The shot, it felt good, it looked good, but as I watched him run off, he didn't seem like he was hit. He bounded over the fence, went over on the neighbors. I could see him just standing back there, looking back at us, looking around. Just didn't seem like he was a mortally hit animal.
The target buck I was after, that was him right there. And, I was trying to get him to come out in the field when he did. He
quartered away pretty hard. You know, I was on him. At least I felt like I was, so I don't know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's look at the footage.
We're gonna go back and look at the footage and see what happens, so fingers crossed, yeah. So we waited till he moved off, and then we reviewed the footage on the camera, and it sure looked like a clean miss to us. We watched it over and over and over. As far as we could tell, I had completely missed the deer. We didn't find any blood. There was just no sign of a good shot on this animal. We get home the next day and we pull the footage up on a big screen TV, and that told a little bit different of a tale. You could actually see where the bullet did in fact hit him. It was a little bit low, but still not a bad shot. So got with the neighbors, they gave me permission to look on their farm. Plus I scoured the farm that I have leased, and no sight, no dice, nothing. So at this point I'm thinking, I guess he's still alive, and maybe we'll still get another crack at him yet this year. Well, I'm very fortunate to have a significant other that embraces the outdoor lifestyle as much as I do. Jessica and I are extremely busy with our work schedules, and we have a 1-year-old and a 5-year-old, so getting out in the field together isn't as always easy. The weather got really cold, we got an ice storm, and then snow on top of that. It's like a winter wonderland. I'm gonna take her muzzleloader hunting, and I'm gonna consider it more of a date than anything. If we kill a deer, that's just the cherry on top.
Okay, Happy New Year. It's January 2nd, Saturday. Muzzleloader season here in Missouri, and we just got settled in, and not even like 5 minutes after being in the blind, a couple deer started popping out. So we got 2 bucks in the field right now. We'll see what happens.
We are sucking in a ton of deer onto this biologic maximum field. We don't have a particular deer that we're after. Anything is fair game for her. I'm just happy to have a day date in a box blind with her. We had awesome movement, lots of deer coming in from every direction, and we had one particular deer, and Jessica said that was the one she wanted to shoot, and I said, it's all yours.
Yeah, I like him.
When he pops out on this side, we could probably take a shot.
It felt like this deer was feeding in the corn forever. Realistically, it was probably 10 or 15 minutes, but it just felt like we were gonna run out of time. He kept facing us, just slowly taking his time, feeding through those corn stalks. Fingers crossed, he's gonna walk out in front of us.
Here he comes.
Right, there we go. We'll have to do this window right here, okay? Safety off.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. I'm on. Let me know when you're gonna shoot.
Now.
Okay.
I think I missed him.
No, you hammered him. He's down.
He's down.
Boom. All right, girl.
That was about as perfect as it gets. Can you believe that?
Good job, sweetheart. Oh man, that was perfect. You dropped him right there on the edge of the field. I need to take shooting lessons from you. That's your biggest buck ever.
That's my biggest buck ever. That was cool. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Ready to go get him?
Let's do it.
So we get to where the deer was, or where we thought he was, and there's no deer. He's not laying there. You can see a blood trail going up through the woods. The blood was not as heavy as I thought it should have been, so we're gonna back out, play it safe, wait till the morning, come back and recover that deer. All right, guys, so last night, thought Jessica put a great hit on the deer. There's pretty good blood, but we didn't see what we thought we should have, so we backed out. So we're heading back this morning to go take a look, see if we can't recover them. We went back the next morning, bright and early, and we were able to recover that deer.
Well, it's January 3rd here in Missouri. It's the last weekend of muzzleloader season. Aaron and I sent the kids over to Grandma and Grandpa's house and decided to come out and hunt over this biologic food plot. Shortly after we got in, we had a pile of deer come out, and this one gave us a nice close shot. Thought we saw him go down over the edge of the hillside, and then whenever we climbed down, went to go get him, he wasn't where we thought he was going to be. So we decided to back out for the evening, let him stay overnight, and then came back to recover this morning. So we found him shortly thereafter, and I'm pretty happy with him. He's my biggest buck ever.
That's an evening I will never forget. Had a great time with Jessica. I really treasure the time I get to spend with her. And hey, if we can kill a nice buck too, that's just the cherry on top. As the season winds down, I just can't help but think about what happened to Corner Buck. From the moment I pulled that trigger and took that shot, never had another picture. The neighbors never saw him either. They didn't have any pictures. I just have this nagging feeling that he's dead somewhere on or off the farm, and we just can't find him. Well, deer season ends, winter transitions to spring, and I get a phone call from the landowner of my lease, and he tells me he stumbled upon a pretty nice deer, and sure enough, it's Corner Buck. Good looking deer. We knew he was dead. I just knew he was. I just didn't know if we'd ever find him. He was in the one spot that we didn't look. It's a spot that's right next to the house, and there's just no reason a big deer should have expired there or should have went back there to bed, but sure enough, he was there. I never would have thought that a wounded buck would come to bed right here, but he did, which just shows you that even when you think you know it all, you don't. These deer are always teaching you something, and you just never know what a wounded deer is going to do. Well, this definitely brings us some closure for sure as to what happened to this deer. In Missouri, if you find a deadhead, if you find a deer, you're supposed to get a salvage tag. You're supposed to call your local game warden. So I got my salvage tag. We're gonna go ahead and attach it to the deer. That way we're legal people. Now we have him. So after all this time wondering about what happened, we finally get to bring Corner Buck home.
Next week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born, it's a family hunt extravaganza as Dave Reisner looks to get his wife Amy and their two sons, Cooper and Wyatt, on some great Iowa whitetails with their Traditions muzzleloader.
I think I just shot the biggest deer in my life. Oh my gosh.
Then we'll head down to Texas and jump up with Jacob Odell as he looks to put his Winchester 350 Legend to good use on a great Lone Star State stud.
Oh, we got him.
You won't want to miss a single moment of this action, and you can catch it all right here on DoD TV.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV was brought to you by Matthews Archery.